Hello to my favorite seventh graders. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what's happening with our current project. A few of you have, expressed some stress with changings of schedules with our hybrid learning. And since we've been doing most of this project in that format, it seemed like it might be helpful to review what we've already done, what you may still need to do, and what we are going to do. So with that, I'm going to take you over to our past assignments page to show you where everything is always collected. If I'm here on our homepage, I'll scroll all the way down to the series of links that I have posted. Right at the top, you'll see try 3 past assignments. Now on here, you'll see the links for assignments we have, like our weekly reading logs. And a little ways down, since we started it just a bit ago, you will see our project that we've been working on, taking action or take action. You can see it's divided up into these 3 separate pieces. There's informational work that we're doing, persuasive work, and then the action itself. These are all links to the assignments on Canvas. So these will take you to where we did this work, and you can see that they're color coded for which piece of the project they're related to. A lot of these things build on each other and are not necessarily things that you have to do every single piece of. That's why I've bolded the ones that are our big summative pieces. Synthesize research, planning for action, and forming an argument. These are the things that will allow you to actually put everything together and take action. As a review, the way this works, we first started by kind of practicing what it is like to look for central ideas, and then you applied those skills to your own topic. So you started saying, okay, what topic do I think I might want to do? Here are some central ideas about sources that talk about them. We then did some research on our topics, and then you actually synthesized that research into some informational writing where you said what each of the arguments for both sides would be. This was without inserting your own opinion. Next came forming your own opinion, and then the slides that we used as like an outline to advocate for your position. We also looked at ways of taking action and choosing a format, as that will dictate what our final draft or action looks like. And then we prepared for action, both with a brainstorm to try and find a group if we wanted to work with someone else, as well as really making it tangible what things would look like. Then we moved into actually putting this into an argument, as well as revising that argument work. Finally, the thing that we are still working up towards is putting things in action. This final piece of this is going to be where you actually do the thing. You'll send your letter, you'll give your speech, you'll post and share your video. Whatever it is that fits with your action, this is where that will happen. The goal is for all parts of that to be done and the action to be in action by June 7th. Now, if you are wanting to make your life a little simpler as you're sorting through these steps, you can also always look at the assignment trees that I have in our actual modules. If you go over to our modules here, you scroll down, and most weekdays are I should say Monday through Thursdays, you'll see an assignment tree posted. These assignment trees have links back to those same assignments that are listed there on our past assignments page, but they also lead you through a series of questions to help you figure out which step you are on. For example, you start by saying, have you developed your stance? If the answer is yes, then you're able to move on to the next step. If the answer is no, you'll click on this link and it takes you to the assignment to advocate for your position. If you were like, I'm not even at that place at all, that's where you would go back to that place before our persuasive work and move back into that informational work. Now, if you are wondering about how things are graded or what this looks like, if you go back to our past assignments page, you'll see linked right down here. This is our page that we use to kind of like summarize everything that we're doing. Now, we're actually going to go over this all together and use it as a method for review on Monday, May 24th. But just as a reminder, you can see the skills, standards, and like assignments for each piece of this. So here's our informational skills as well as the assignments that go with them. And then our rubric that I'm using to assess those things. The same is true for the persuasive skills, the rubric here. And as finally, the actual action and a rubric for that as well. You can see a couple of rubric requirements, or excuse me, a couple of project requirements. And finally, a series of frequently asked questions that I'll continue to add to as things come up. For example, I just added the answer to this question, how many sources should I use? Because a very thoughtful student thought to double check about it. So these are the sources or resources, I should say, that you can use in order to make sure that you are on top of everything with this assignment. The ultimate goal, as is stated up here, is for you to do something that's actionable, to really be able to take action and affect your life in the way that your life happens at school. With that, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here to help.